awaited. Here we are once again in the greatest spectacle of racing, only opposed by those who think oval races are boring, i.e. idiots. The Indianapolis 500, not just an Indianapolis 500, but the 100th running of the Indianapolis 500. This race in particular holds a lot of tradition that Formula 1 just cannot wrap its head around. It's plain and simple. I'm not going to force you to watch this series, but you'd be a damned fool not to. It's that good. Since the last Indy review back in 2011, a lot of things have changed, and with it, new faces have arrived. Ex-Marussia driver Max Chilton, ex-Manor driver Alexander Rossi, Stefan Wilson, Spencer Pigot, Matthew Brabham, and everyone's favourite American, who's at the same time is Irish, Connor Daly. We also have the old faces such as Helio Castroneves, Scott Dixon, Tony Kanaan, Juan Pablo Montoya, Buddy Lazier, Will Power, Ryan Hunter-Reay, and even Townsend Bell is having a crack at the race, whose best result in the series was an impressive 21st in the tables. The only car he'll be driving today is an Uber. On pole this race was last year's equivalent of Didier Pironi, James Hinchcliffe, who in last year's practice nearly died in a horrific crash, beating the likes of next year's Penske Sith Lord Joseph Newgarden in the process. What an absolute legend. Nigel Mansell, eat your heart out. Alright lads and ladettes, we're about to embark on a journey that will take us to many stages of grief. I hope you're as ready as I am, because the 100th running of the Indianapolis 500 is underway! Hinchcliffe has a good start while Ryan Hunter-Reay and Newgarden go side by side into turn 1, and as they come into the back straight, Hunter-Reay gets the slipstream on Hint to take the lead of the race coming into turn 3. This is why Indy is so good! Constant strings of overtakes! F1, take note! DRS is a wonderful thing, you know. How the fuck is Townsend Bell in third? How the fuck is this even a possible outcome? How come everything I predict and say, the opposite happens to me? Oh, Alex Tagliani. Not only is your name some sort of obscure pasta, but your driving skills are like spaghetti. It's the perfect blend of irony. And they come to the line, side by side, it's the third lap of the race. Oh boy, this is going to be some good racing going on, I could just see it. 6 laps in and the lead has changed 4 times. There has been no yellow flags yet. It's like watching insert previous 500 here. All aboard the entire field train. Choo-choo! We've derailed! Code red! Code red! Code red! I'm loving the fact that Hinchcliffe is just mugging off Hunter-Reay every which way I can. I love it so much.
Here is the start of the first race, 1911. Notice the riding mechanics and the cloud of dust. Now today's rockets of race cars. Speeding off into turn 1.
You know what would be super helpful? If there was a visual aid to help me see what the 1911 race looked like. I guess that's a downside from using a source material from, you know, the Czech Republic. Your car looks like shit! Just in case you ever want to be safe in the dark when an IndyCar going at 200 miles per hour comes flying past you, Simon Pagenaud has got you covered. Be safe on the road.
Call you if you're leading. Let's go to wheel 4. Wheel 4.
Yeah, we don't want to fall back to third, though. Seems like third's kind of stuck right now.
At 10-4, I like what you're doing with Hinch. I'm not bothered by that. But if he's not going to pass you anymore, wheel 4.
Believe me, Hunter-Reay, I'm very bothered by this. You should probably take his advice. He is your pit crew chief, after all. Ew! Ew! Get it away! Get it away! So, is there going to be a yellow flag? At any point? I mean, that would be more than helpful in this race. Maybe we can find a way to fuck up Hunter-Reay's car with nothing but the power of telekinesis and realizing that this is pre-recorded. Oh, goody! The pit stops! I've been repressing you since I last watched an Indy race. Welcome back. Oh, cocking bollocks. This is exactly why I started repressing you. Because you never go in my favour. It's like you have it out for me. Like Lewis Hamilton and Failure 2016. Wake up, sheeple. So now, Joseph Newgarden is leading the race to the delight of a few people I happen to follow on Twitter. While all the other insignificant drivers are trundling themselves to the pit lane. Either the cookie slowly crumbles during the race, or it collapses on itself and disintegrates in the pit lane. Hey! Sage Karam is in the lead of the race! What a nice thing to see. Can we stop now? Alright, cool. Moving on! So, the team that are the most dominant in the sport also have a grey car in their lineup. It's damn near impossible to get away from the uninspired liveries that just like someone sprayed metallic spray paint onto a carbon fibre chassis and said, yeah, this'll do fine. And everyone fucking says it's beautiful. Fuck all of you. Your taste of livery is so fucking bland and watered down that you're impressed with a grey car. That's like choosing Coca-Cola over Fentimans. That's like choosing a Nike jacket over a £2,000 suit and jeans. That's like watching Coke Productions 1 over MSTF1. You just don't do that! This is only slightly upsetting. Only slightly. But you know what? That's fine. That's just hunky-dory. That's just Ziggy Stardust. That's just insert David Bowie album here. You know, there's something quite tranquil and peaceful about having a camera pan to no other driver in the field apart from Ryan Hunter-Reay. It's almost if this race has no dignity or integrity to focus on anyone else. It's like the 5 stages of grief without the first 4. Yep, you're seeing this correctly. Townsend Bell is in the lead of the race. This is actually happening. Well, albeit not for long, but at least this is living, breathing evidence that Townsend Bell can lead a 500. Oh no! Not Debris! Whoa, what cruel god would do such a sadistic thing? Oh, why? Oh, nothing happened. Okay, we still got 3/4 of this race to go, so it's alright. Also, something cool did happen. Tony Kanaan is pushed into the pit wall as he comes out of the pits. Redundancy is key here at Cook P1 headquarters. Ah! Other spots! Get it away! Get it away, please!
Penalties issued as a result of that contact on the pit lane between Will Power and Tony Kanaan. Power for unsafe release, sent to the back of the field. He was in 9th place, he restarted 31st. Also, Oriol Servia penalized for an unsafe release on his pit stop. He went from 19th place back to 30th. Power stopped and topped off the fuel, also made an adjustment on his car.
I never thought I'd see the day where IndyCar drivers are punished for unsafe releases. It's truly a new era of racing. I'm so proud it puts a non-existent tear to my eye. Oh, get fucked, Ryan. I much prefer Briscoe over you. Newgarden takes a look and gets shut out by Townsend Bell, and people are saying this kid's a new hotshot. He'll never get to one of the bigger teams, mark my words. There we go. Thank you very much, Hinch. You're making this race slightly more bearable for people like me. Oh shit! Montoya's crashed out! Montoya, the winner of last year's race, is the first car to retire! How much of a terrible turn of events is this? I mean, it could be worse. You could be trying to make a Dan Weldon joke and make people incredibly angry. Matt! This is why I said the next thing I'm reviewing will put Montoya in the bad light. So for everyone who thought I was reviewing the 2006 season, I am so sorry. Damn it! Next time something will happen. Trust me. Goody, we're racing again, and Will Power's lead lasts for a whole 100 meters. Usain Bolt could actually hold a lead of a race longer than Will Power did. I'm honestly being serious. Ryan Hunter-Reay's annoying me. I should give him some sort of nickname to demonize him somehow. Maybe something like the Red Baron or something like that. Actually, you could call him Harambe. Why? Because Harambe's funny. I don't necessarily see what's so funny about it. Because it's Harambe, duh. For fuck's sake. Just saying the word Harambe with no context or thought doesn't make the joke funny. Especially now since that joke, and I say that in air quotes, has been overused so much that it loses the meaning the moment it started. There's more to humour than just making a joke about a dead gorilla. And just because it's the popular thing at the moment doesn't necessarily mean it's funny. It's not even funny, it's not even clever. Shut up. Juan Pablo Montoya. Heart of a champion, physique of a greyish blob. Get fucked, Red Baron. Castro Neves coming in with the absolutely maddening overtake into turn 1. I love you, Helio. Your hair is overrated, though. I don't love you as much anymore, but at least you aren't the Red Baron. I'm fine with that sense. Oh, Karam's in the wall. It's all over for the shirtless wonder. What an absolutely massive upset for a small percentage of people. Remember when Karam was considered the hotshot of IndyCar and a future Indy champion? Yeah, me neither. Damn it! Third time unlucky! Come on, man! Okay. Anyone gonna come in for this moment? Is this still taboo now? I guess it is. I'm not gonna try and get myself lynched here, so I'll just leave it for another day. Oh look! It's the ex-Manor driver that will probably not win anything! And I'm not talking about Max Chilton. Red Baron. More like Red... You're shit, Hunter-Reay. Hinch and Newgarden side by side, and Townsend Bell just mugs off both of them! How on earth has this guy never been able to get any better than 21st? This is an utter travesty. Tony Kanaan now has the lead. He's a guy that knows a lot more about leading races than most people, almost as much as Nelson Piquet Jr. knows about politics.
More bummed than hurt. You know, the car was so fast all day today, and I just seemed to be the only one that could really just run through everyone. And I'm so disappointed. You know, Gas Monkey Energy Car, DRR crew, they all worked their tails off, and then that happens. Just kind of wrong place, wrong time. No blame on anyone. Just kind of a racing thing. Joseph got checked up. We went 3 wide in turn 1. Cleared Joseph. I had a little nose on Townsend. Thought he knew I was there. He probably knew I was there, but you know, I thought he was gonna back out, and he didn't. I'm gonna have to live this one down. This is hard. You know, I'm gonna look back at that and just wish I didn't go into turn 1 side by side.
Glad you're okay. Thank you, Sadie.
Thanks.
Oh shit, man. Now I feel super bad. Kudos, Sage. You've softened me. Meanwhile, Townsend Bell is kicking more ass than Usain Bolt in a 100-meter jogging race. Again, how has he not had a decent result in this race? I'm flabbergasted. There's another accident, and this time it involves Connor Daly and Michaela Lotion. The pure irony of the Doom-sponsored car spinning and crashing to its doom. Dear Geki, please cause a pit lane kerfuffle for your only supporter. Yes! Hunter Ray is out! Yes, but so is Townsend! Townsend involved! No! Why must there be conflicting emotions? I only want one emotion! Oh look, Tagliani's in the lead. Too bad that's going to last about, a corner or two. What did I tell you? Rossi is now in the lead, followed by Marquez, Lorenzo, and the ghost of Casey Stoner's past. I really don't see the appeal of Rossi in this race. He's a rookie and he hasn't really done anything massive. Rossi won't win this race. Trust me, I'm always right with my predictions. Marco Andretti, channeling Ricardo Zonta, gets overtaken by 2 cars at the same time coming into turn 1. Not because Hakkinen and Schumacher were really good, but because Marco is really shit. I don't know why, but I am in love with this aerial shot. It's so majestic.
It would be great to join a league group. It would be great to see history after 30 years, that nobody were able to win 4 times. So I'm very happy to be in this special opportunity, and I'm going to do everything I can to make this happen.
They just love hyping up Helio's win for the 4th time. Like, it's so cute when they do this. Ha! Wow, Castroneves' wife really let herself go over the years. You nearly deprived Schumacher of a 6th World Championship! I will never forgive you, Takuma! I will never forgive you! Oh, Buddy Lazier's out of the race. What a travesty. As you can tell from my completely distraught voice, I am distraught by this bit of news. I think I blanked out there for a second. Sorry. See? Where's that 4th Indy win now? Heh, it's more existent than Chris Benoit. Ha. Ha 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 ha. I'm very happy that you were out. Ha! Ha ha ha! Ha! Kanaan leads with Helderbrand 2nd and Newgarden 3rd. This gonna be good. This is the new champion, folks. Sitting not even close to the lead, but too far behind to be quote-unquote protecting the points. What a nice man to let the others have a chance. Newgarden now leads with 20 laps to go. This is finally starting to pick up steam. Getting there slowly but surely, ladies and gentlemen. Kanaan and Newgarden are now switching the lead and nobody seems to be close to them. I am more than okay with this result. Okay, now Carlos Munoz has decided to be really fast as he overtakes Kanaan for 2nd, but Newgarden still leads, folk. It's all good. Munoz has a look on the inside, on the front straight, and takes the lead. Carlos may finally be able to win this race. Munoz pits and so does Kanaan, putting Newgarden back into the lead. This is the exact reason I love IndyCar so fucking much. Yes, come on. Munoz leads again. This is too much. I never want this to change. These two can battle for as much as they please. Newgarden pits, which means that Munoz has a better chance of winning the race. Come on, Munoz. You can do it. I believe in you. Munoz pits. Who's in first now? Oh, no. Come on, man. He has to pit at some point. There's no way he has enough for 3 whole laps. This is ridiculous. He's been going at snail's pace, for Christ's sake. Why hasn't Munoz come and overtaken yet? Are you kidding me? Last lap and he's not pitted? Fuck's sake. Come on, Munoz. You can do it. He's not even full throttle. Surely he's out of fuel. Come on, Geki. Don't do this to me. No. No. No, 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 no! Are you fucking kidding me? I am fucking livid right now. Why does my low-key predictions always backfire on me? Why? Because Harambe is dead. Can you fuck off?